students. Today we discuss about the lesson is matter pure. In this lesson, in the last class we discussed about the separation of immiscible liquids with immiscible liquids. Example, kerosene is dissolved in water. We separate the after some time we separate the water and the kerosene separately. So we learned the separation of immiscible liquid in the last class. Now the separation of miscible liquids. Miscible liquids means the solute particles, entire solute particles dissolved in the solvent particles to form solution. This solution is called colorless solution, but appear to be homogeneous solution. For example, milk is added to water. Milk completely dissolved in the water. It appears to be homogeneous mixture, but actually the milk solution is a heterogeneous mixture. Now we separate the mixture of two miscible liquids. All of you students take your textbook page number 48. Page number 48. Sometimes homogeneous solutions is formed by mixing of two liquids. We know homogeneous mixtures formed by mixing of two liquids. Some liquids have the property of mixing in all proportions. Some liquids, solute liquids, is dissolved in the solvents in the all proportions to form homogeneous mixture. So forming a homogeneous solution. Water and ethanol. Formula of ethanol is water and ethanol. Formula of ethanol C2H5OH. This is the formula of ethanol. Formula of ethanol is the C2H5OH. So forming the homogeneous mixture, water and ethanol, for example, are miscible. Water and ethanol, example of miscible liquids. Okay, because they mix in all proportions. So ethanol or ethanol alcohol mixing in all proportions in water. So it is a homogeneous mixture. It appears to be homogeneous mixture. Actually, it is a heterogeneous mixture. We can separate this mixture. Yes, we can separate this mixture by distillation process or fractional distillation process. Two types: distillation process or fractional distillation process. So separating of two miscible liquids by distillation. Separating the two miscible liquids by distillation. This is the round bottomed flask. Distillation flask, also called distillation flask. This distillation flask contain a mixture of acetone and water. Like ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol. So this distillation flask contain mixture of acetone and water. This is the thermometer. This distillation flask clamped to a stand. This is the condenser. Condenser means here water vapor condense or cool and converted into liquid state. So vapor state liquid in this condenser, condense or cool to form a liquid state. This is the distillate solution. This is the acetone solution. Take a mixture of acetone and water in the distillation flask and heat the distillation flask. After some time vapors enter into this condenser. This is the water condenser. Vapor enter into this condenser. Here that vapor is condensed or cool. Here cool and and converted into liquid state. This liquid separate down in this glass jar or in this vessel. This is acetone. This is because the boiling point of acetone is lower than the boiling point of water. We know boiling point of water 100 degrees Celsius. So the boiling point of acetone is below the boiling point of water. This is the distillation process. We separate we mix the acetone and water. Both appear to be homogeneous mixture. So this homogeneous mixture, we separate the acetone and water in this distillation flask. Okay, students, page number, we see the page number 49. Page number 49. Acetone and water are the also miscible liquids. Appear to be homogeneous, but actually this mixture is called heterogeneous mixture. Take a mixture of acetone and water in a distilled flask. This is a distilled flask, distillation flask, and fit it with a rubber, fit it with a thermometer and a clamp it with a stand. To a stand. So this is a thermometer. The boiling point of acetone is lower than the boiling point of water. We know boiling point of water 100 degrees Celsius. Now fit it to the thermometer and clamp it to a stand. Attach the condenser to the flask. This is the distillation flask. Attach the condenser. This is the condenser. Condenser means the water, any vapor in this instrument, any vapor condense or cool and converted into liquid form. Okay, attach a condenser to flask, and the other side of the condenser keep the beaker to collect distillate. This is the beaker to collect distillate. Man filter chesindi enti, separate chesindi enti, acetone. This is the distillate solution, acetone solution. Okay, heat the mixture slowly by keeping a closed watch on thermometer. The thermometer shows the boiling point of acetone. Always the boiling point of acetone is lower than the boiling point of water. The acetone vaporize acetone, just only acetone, not water. So acetone is mixed with water. We heat this mixture. First acetone changes into vaporize and condense in the condenser. And condense in this condense means cool, and it vapor cool and converted into liquid state. Acetone can be collected from the condenser outlet. Acetone is conduct in the outlet of the condenser. That is a beaker. So water remains in the distillation flask. In this from this solution, acetone is separated out through condenser. So the separation technique used above, it is called distillation. This is the distillation process. Okay, distillation is used in the separation of components of a mixture containing two miscible liquids appear to be homogeneous mixture, but actually it is a heterogeneous mixture. So what if boiling points of the two liquids are close to each other? Here the difference between the boiling points of water and acetone is very larger. Difference more than 25 degrees Celsius. The difference between boiling point of acetone and water is more than 25 degrees Celsius. What happened if the boiling points of two components in miscible liquids, two components in miscible mixture is less than, is closer to each other. Here boiling point of acetone and water is more than 25 degrees Celsius difference. Below 25 degrees, what happened? So what if the boiling points of the two liquids, boiling point of two liquids close to each other? Then we use a fractionating column. Here this is a round bottomed flask, distillation flask. This is the fractionating column. not rubber column. This is the fractionating column. This is the one whole rubber column. This is the fractionating column. Contain thermometer. This is the thermometer. This is the thermometer. This is thermometer. Thermometer. This is thermometer. This fractionating column contains thermometer. Thermometer. This is the condenser. Condenser. Here one fractionating column is fixed between distillation flask and condenser. Distillation flask and condenser. Condenser. Okay. Here to separate out two or more miscible liquids when a difference in their boiling points is less than 25 degrees Celsius. Less than 25 degrees Celsius. Fractional distillation process is used. Fractional distillation process. This is only distillation process. Acetone and water. We separate acetone, mixture of acetone and water. We separate the acetone and water by distillation process. This is the fractional distillation process. In fractional distillation process, we add the fractionating column between the fraction. This is the fractionating column. This is the glass beads. These are the glass beads. Here the solution, the entire mixture converted into liquid to vapor state. This vapors goes through one whole rubber column and enter into the fractionating column. In this fractionating column, the vapor cools down depending upon the boiling points. Depending upon the boiling points. Here, to separate two or more miscible liquids when a difference in their boiling point is less than 25 degrees Celsius. And greater than 25 degrees Celsius, we use distillation process. This process. Okay, fractional distillation process is used if the difference in the boiling point is greater than 25 degrees Celsius. Greater than 25 degrees Celsius, we use simple distillation method. This method. Now, the apparatus is similar to that of distillation concept, distillation method, except that the fractionating air column. We add fractionating air column between distillation flask and condenser. So fractionating column is fixed between the distillation flask and condenser. A simple fractionating column is a tube. A simple fractionating column. This is the fractionating column is a tube packed with glass beads. These are the glass beads. The beads provide maximum possible surface area. The beads has a maximum possible surface area. Vapor condense and converted into liquid state on these glass beads. This is that is the fractionating air column. So the bead provided maximum possible surface area for vapors to cool. And condense means and cool converted into liquid state. For example, we heat the petroleum in this flask. We heat the petroleum, not petroleum in this flask. The vapor state petroleum produces petrol, diesel, kerosene, naphthalene, etc. So petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. are having the different temperature, different boiling points. So the boiling point, the condenser of petrol, diesel, kerosene, depending upon their boiling points. Okay, vapor to cools and condense repeatedly on this glass beads. For example, heat this mixture. The mixture converted into vapor state. Then vapor enter into this fractionating column. That vapor cools down depending on the boiling point and the melting point. Cools there. All the mixtures does not contain equal boiling points. The components, each component having the separate boiling points and a separate melting point in the given mixture. That is this is the fractionating column. This is the fractionating column. So this is the distillation process with the fractionating column. This is only simple distillation process, distillation method. Again, see the page number. See the page number 49. This is the air. Air. First, we separate the components of air: oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, water vapor. We separate the components of air. First, air is converted into liquid air. Air converted into liquid air. Again, this liquid air is converted into. Again, this liquid is converted into oxygen, argon, nitrogen, etc. Each element correspond to its boiling points. Corresponds to its boiling points. Page number 50. Take page number 50. If you want oxygen gas from air, if we want oxygen gas from air, we have to separate out all of the components of gases present in the air. మనకి ఎయిర్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఓన్లీ ఆక్సిజన్ కావాలంటే ఆ ఎయిర్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి రిమైనింగ్ కాంపోనెంట్ రిమైనింగ్ గ్యాసెస్ మొత్తాన్ని మనం ఏం చేయాలి? రిమూవ్ చేసేయాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫ్రాక్షనల్ డిస్టిలేషన్. మనకు కావాల్సింది మనం అబ్టైన్ చేయడం ఫ్రాక్షనల్ డిస్టిలేషన్. The air is compressed by increasing the pressure. The air is compressed by increasing the pressure. Increasing the pressure and is then cooled. That pressure area is cooled by decreasing the temperature. The air is cooled and decreasing the temperature to get liquid air. To get liquid air. This liquid air is allowed to warm up. This liquid air is allowed to warm up. Light heat చేయాలి slowly in fractional distillation. In fractional warm up in fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. This liquid air is allowed to warm up slowly in a fractional distillation column where gas is separated. If one bead contain hydrogen gas, another bead contain oxygen gas, another bead contain argon gas, another bead contain carbon dioxide gas, etc. etc. So distillation column where gases are separated at different temperatures depending upon their boiling points. All gases do not have equal boiling points. Each gas have its corresponding boiling points. This is the fractional distillation process. This is the fractional distillation process. This is the fractionating column. Each gas, each vapor condense and cool in this glass beads. This is the distillation, simple distillation method. Okay students, we will meet in the next class.